Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Spuddy Studios here today. I am back with the homie Savion and with my friend Jonah, and we are checking out My Adventures with Superman Season 2, Episode 5. I don't know what the title of this episode is, but I know Supergirl makes her appearance in this show, and I'm excited because she looks like Android 18.
I saw that.
Yeah, she looks just like Android 18. We saw a little promo clip of her. I don't want to show you because I just want you to see it for yourself. But I saw a little promo clip of her, and she was so funny because Jimmy introduced himself like, I'm one of the members of the planet.
Nah,
and he's
bro.
like, you're the leader of the planet? I need you to help me find someone.
I'm gonna be so real. I did get a quick glimpse of what Supergirl looked like.
Okay.
I thought it was a fan-made Android 18.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
like
so real.
Now, granted, they did say that the show takes a lot of anime inspiration.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
like,
come on now.
And yeah, it is kind of a pseudo-American anime-ish type of show. But like, I just found it interesting because she looks just like Android 18. Now, we had this theory, the Kryptonian warrior that we saw at the end of last season. It was a different uniform than the one that we see in the flashback episode when the Kryptonians first invaded Earth in the show. It had a different suit look and everything. I originally thought that was Zod, and then it was just Zod years later in a different suit. But after the last episode, I think the person in the new suit is Kara, mind controlled by Brainiac, to do his bidding. And now she's here because there's another Kryptonian that she found.
Right.
But she's still under Brainiac's mental control. Maybe she's trying to get Superman under mental control, probably. So he probably breaks her out of the control, and then she becomes Supergirl later on in the show.
Let's see what happens.
But I'm curious, so are y'all ready for this?
Oh, we're ready.
Let's get it.
Clark.
Lois, hey, about
Lois,
the other day.
night,
Sort of.
Oh,
And
you
they
first.
haven't talked, really, for a while.
Lois, I,
Hey, shut up. Are going to cover Metropolis's most eligible bachelor and bachelorette contest.
No! Barry, that's my event!
but why would Superman be there?
Because Superman is one of the finalists this year, and the contest raises money for the Children's Hospital.
Oh, geez.
He said, I will be there.
I heard that Superman likes a certain stubborn reporter.
Oh, stubborn? I think you mispronounced brilliant, Smallville.
Because that's about to be ruined.
I demand
Lois said extra arm. He's fucking Skinwalker, bro.
Because you and I both know Superman's secret, don't we?
What? She just said, okay.
The stare.
Bro! Kara! The comments, but he's currently
You're
with
the
Silver
leader of the
Banshee.
planet? Then you can assist me. My name's
Leader of the
Carla,
planet.
and I'm searching for someone. Let's start over.
That someone is right there! No! Damn it!
Know that Superman's significant other is in this very room. Because
Superman, you have to act super single. You can't let anyone know we're together.
First of all,
Can we just
first
say-
of all, she's not gonna like how he's gonna do this.
No, don't do that.
I mean, I'm not hiding. No one is hiding.
Clearly,
This.
you were hiding his literal
What is
cousin.
this?
Ice cream? You've never had ice cream? Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a man, a warrior. And the only person in the universe who will understand me.
Oh,
A double contest! Fighter pilot and Star Labs astronaut, Hank Henshaw!
I knew it was Hank Henshaw! I told you!
And fashion icon, Silver St. Cloud!
What? Random!
And a passion for what they do. A bit stubborn sometimes, but she follows the stories that matter.
Stop talking!
On TV, which she watches when she's not being a surgeon. And tall. Point.
I can't imagine the Superman disappointing anyone.
Black woman over
Miss
there,
St.
bro.
Cloud.
Ah! You look at her arms?
Please.
You see her arms?
Silver.
I have a question for you,
Oh,
Superman.
here we go.
At what point will you stop endangering our city?
Oh, here we go.
This isn't a man.
This is an alien weapon waiting to go off.
Did you forget the 30-foot-tall monster who tried to destroy our city? Superman
For the win?
saved us.
What?
You may have the masses fooled, but those who matter are keeping their eye on you.
Not
Earth
everyone
is
needs
for
to have an
Earthlings,
opinion.
Superman.
Please don't laser. Oh my god!
Your stomach gonna be hurting.
Oh my god. He's simping! He's simping!
It can't be Hank because Hank seems to hate Superman. It can't be Berna or Chandi because they clearly have never met him before. And there's a vibe between them.
My gosh!
There's
Someone had too much fun making that.
I know!
worlds that we aren't a part of. We write the story. We don't become the story.
She
What you
about
and Hank
to,
have is cute.
she about to make her think a little.
And with
Say
my
his
best friend.
goddamn name.
Why did you say it that way? Is this best friend your enemy now? Jimmy Flamebird, I will make your enemy mine.
No, it's just
Oh.
They're the best of the best.
Found him.
wait.
She clocked that quick.
Your cousin is
Yeah, you moron! Fucking idiot. Moron!
The hell?
Oh, no.
Why you cheating?
Lois! You literally told him.
I have been looking for you for so long, hoping to meet you.
Sorry, but there's something
No!
important I need to do.
Oh!
Why didn't you just say that?
God damn it, man!
What job offer?
Vicky asked me to move to Gotham and become her number 2.
What? What? Why didn't you tell me?
Because we never talk anymore.
I've been trying.
your
I
fault.
want you to be there.
I'm not a genius or a billionaire or a super person. I'm just me. And it's not enough.
Yeah, like, hold
Everyone
up.
always leaves me in the
I
end.
mean, they didn't
Are you
My bad.
breaking up with me?
I answered your call. The beacon reached me. See, you brought me to this sickening display.
Damn!
You're Kara.
Instead, I
you're...
find a joke, a lapdog, serving entertainment to a weak and dissolute world. I'm not saying there aren't temptations here. This planet,
No.
it's made you soft.
What are you?
Join me in conquering this planet.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Oh, she is the Kryptonian! I knew it!
Dude, wow. We got
Holy
props.
shit! Oh my god! Damn!
Alright, silver lining, silver lining. Jimmy cooked. It's time for Jimmy to, Jimmy got step in
Get her
there.
out of there!
I won't let you hurt anyone else.
Just don't pull a Man of Steel on us, okay?
Please!
It's like-
They had powers. They told me they had powers. They just didn't know where it came from. Because they said that they were.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, right? Oh my gosh!
She got black suit.
Please,
Tell
don't
me she got black suit.
Give it to me. I didn't see it.
Listen.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my.
Wow! Look at that suit!
You're hesitating.
New power?
I beg your pardon.
What the? I beg your. Whoa!
Kara, new parameters. Bring Kal-El to me.
Interesting.
What is that?
She got an amplifier.
What? Oh my gosh! She is beating the mess out of him!
I know,
Bro!
You don't have to do this.
For the Empire,
God damn!
I'd do anything.
But it doesn't make sense how she is.
Sire,
Wait a minute.
my daughter.
En route, Father.
He's going to space! Y'all can't save him!
Good news. Silver lining.
No!
they're not breaking up. But they're not breaking up.
You knew that was gonna be
Kara,
girl.
listen. I think Kara's misunderstood. I think she just saved their relationship. That was the plan. This was the game. I can't even keep myself straight. No, that was insane.
Bro, that was great.
That was wild.
Everything about that was so good. Even the B plot with the whole dating contest thing. I enjoyed that.
It's
honestly.
so. I've never seen a episode of anything go from slice of life to like mid-season finale.
World-ending phenomenon. Like that was
flip of a switch.
Right? Wow. Okay.
I go lie. Kara saw materialistic humanity and said, "You all have to go."
But not at first though. Like at first she was like for it. I just think she was just overwhelmed with all the paparazzi,
Right.
noise and stuff like that. Which makes sense.
I get it.
With someone who's like, one, an alien, two, she's been a conqueror, so everybody's been kneeling to her, and they're just all being
to
regular
her
people.
Yeah.
Like most people, I guess, like worship her.
Right.
But I don't think she wants that because in that moment she hesitated. So I don't think she wants it. It's just all she knows. So that's just what she has to go with.
This ain't gonna go well.
Dude, I loved every minute of this. Like, okay, first of all, I just gotta point out.
I need to figure that suit.
Yes.
I need to figure that suit.
That whole, her costume, I'm not gonna lie. I thought a lot of people, even myself included, was not a huge fan of the villain designs in this show.
Yeah.
Some of them are good. Some of them are okay.
They're fine.
They're just,
I
it is
like
what it
the
is.
Skull villain nigga.
Atomic Skull.
That's the only one I like.
I like Atomic Skull's look a lot. Deathstroke is 50-50 for me. I think he needs more orange.
Nah, he like a 30-70. I'm gonna be so real.
But like I get it. It's a different version of Deathstroke. Who cares? He's not the main focus of the show. But like, my thing is that the villains have been 50-50 in terms of design. She has probably the second, if not first, best design.
Who'd be the first if not her?
I would say, if we're talking villains.
Lex.
I'm
fine.
I would have to wait until I see him get bald.
I'm yapping.
But Lex. Because he still has hair. We don't know how he's gonna go bald in the show.
It's gonna be.
I'm gonna be honest.
Either it's gonna be a symbolic thing,
I
or
don't think they'll do it.
Damn you, Superboy!
That dude young as hell.
True, but I feel like it's probably gonna be some like experimental thing. Like he's probably gonna like merge with like the metallic.
What if it's like
I just can't see him bald though. He got hair.
What if it's like the original story where he just gets like fucking hair go away shit on top of him?
I think it wasn't it like something in
I can't
Smallville
remember.
where he was
It was something in Smallville
where he like was like exposed sort of to like the radiation of the kryptonite and it
something
made him
like
go
that.
bald or something.
And
like
he just
that.
said,
"Fuck it." Like it's just it is what it is. But no, I love this whole episode. This whole episode was
it was really
so good. I loved the whole slice of life stuff. I like that. Like, okay, so this whole show in and of itself is mostly focused on the emotional relationship between the characters.
Well, it's My Adventures with Superman.
So when I first heard about that title, I thought that it was going to be a lowest focused show. And it was going to be from her perspective, My Adventures with Superman.
Which, like,
I assumed it was going to be her perspective, seeing Superman from her point of view.
Right.
That's what I thought. That's why I wasn't hugely excited for it. But no, this whole show.
Yeah, you better let
hater,
this whole show.
Hater.
No, I'm not a hater.
Tomato.
I'm just saying, I wanted another Superman animated show just as good as the 90s show. It doesn't have to be better, but just as good. That's all I want.
Although I will say, sometimes I do feel like this is like if Peter Parker was Superman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like with this show, it does feel like that, honestly. Except he doesn't.
Don't look at me like that, man.
Except he doesn't struggle financially.
I said that about Iron Man Armored Adventures and people hated me, and this. Come on now. It's right there.
I can see it.
I'm right here. Come
Except they're not financially in crisis like Peter is every week.
Yeah, that's true.
But like Tony can just go to his wallet.
Also, he doesn't
18. Was it 21?
He has to be 18.
Yeah. So
also,
touch his money.
Yeah. Superman and Tony weren't like losing relatives every week.
Yeah, that is also true. That's also true. But like, I love this version of Supergirl. Like, it doesn't feel too different than any other version of Supergirl I've seen.
I say it feels pretty different.
It's different in the sense that she starts off as a villain. But like that's kind of how like
it doesn't seem like it seems like a weird.
It's like a weird mix of mind control, but also
influence.
Manipulation. Yeah, like manipulation
it's like
of influence.
It's like clearly there's some
it's like okay,
there's
you
some
see
brain stuff going on,
but like because her eyes like went gray. Like,
yeah, she went up.
She like completely turned off. But like it's interesting to me because it's like it feels like her father, which I'm
big old quotes there.
Okay, here's my thing. So last season ended with her in that suit. Now that we know it's her, and the other figure who had the Brainiac symbol in his head. So I assumed that was Brainiac, and I think in one of the subtitles for the trailer for this season, it said Brainiac.
You think it could be all right? So
it could be Zor-El.
It could be Zor-El controlled by
Brainiac.
I feel like how do we know it's not just Zor-El just controlled by Brainiac? Like the fact the fact of the matter is that it wouldn't be the first time that Brainiac like broke his own like collection rules
and then like melded with a person. Like it wouldn't be the first time he did that.
Luthoriacs.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, but like also my thing is that in the comics, I told you in the episode. In the comics, Zor-El does become Cyborg Superman.
True.
It was one of Supergirl's comics that I think was taking place during like DC Rebirth.
Yeah.
Where he had like he was Cyborg Superman, but he still looked like Clark.
Because
yeah.
Why not?
So he just looked like Clark, but more cyborgish, like Cyborg Superman. But he had a pretty decent design. I liked his design though. But like I didn't like his
design.
Yeah, like I didn't like his arm robot thing. Like it was a bit too exaggerated for me.
Yeah.
But I
this Supergirl design is insane.
Everything about it, from the Android 18 look to her armored look to her like more toned slim look, I love it all. I love all of it.
I will say, I really liked like the. I don't know what to call it, like robot design.
Yeah.
Like super robot.
Like her like beefy Kryptonian.
Almost
look.
like alien-esque.
Yeah.
Like
I know some people didn't like it, but like now it's not Zod. I think that was really the reason people didn't
Everybody
like it.
thought it was Zod.
Yeah, because they thought it was Zod, but it's not.
And the thing is like that was so cool, but then like, that comes off and suddenly she in a badass Kryptonian suit. And like I know people, I'm sure some people are going to be upset about the pauldrons, I guess I'd call them.
I guess like her
pauldrons.
like shoulder pad thingies.
The big old things, right? But like I feel like that was just enough to make it like less.
She seems high above.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the design choice.
She knows who she is,
Yeah.
actually no. Actually, she really doesn't. But
but it's so interesting because it's like it seems like she's given some leeway because she said earlier in the episode. She left her dad to come here, which means she got the message, broke the mental control, and came here to look for him. But then she saw him amongst the masses like this.
Not even amongst the masses. She saw him amongst like the most superficial people.
Yeah, and she's like, "You're telling me you're settling for these? These lesser people? You're a god to these people. You should be ruling this city, ruling this planet."
But
yeah,
she did stop them from breaking up.
She did. She did.
Nothing like a big old mid-season fight.
So my whole thing with Lois this season. I don't know if you've watched the previous episode.
I have.
But okay. So my thing with Lois this season. I know a lot of people didn't like the whole thing last season where she jumped off the building to confirm if Clark was Superman. But y'all forget she did that in Superman 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's kind of had a trend of doing that. But that doesn't mean it's not toxic either.
It's like it's a very realistic relationship.
Yes. And like I think the best way that they did, like I'm gonna be honest, the best version of their relationship to me will always be Superman and Lois. That show is god tier. It is so good. It's like when you look at it on a surface level, you're like, okay, Superman and Lois. We've seen this thousands of times. What's different? You see them as a realistic couple going through the superhero shit, but also being parents, which is something we've never seen in live action before. And like they did it so well, the kids don't act like stereotypical TV show children.
Right.
They actually have realistic personalities and realistic ways of how they handle situations. and it makes them so believable, but makes them so great as characters.
First time being
And then it's even better because but even better because these are characters who have not been given that much in the comics.
Right.
Jonathan, I have my opinions on him, but like,
I mean,
I love him more in this show.
He is a character that exists.
I like, he was, okay, I'm gonna go on a rant. It's a quick It's quick.
It's never quick.
No, it's never
Okay.
quick.
It's never
But like, my whole thing
Like when
was
I say it's quick,
yeah,
that's the same thing.
my whole thing with Jonathan is just like, bro, you had a perfect character as a child, and then you ruined him by force aging him, and now he's just there. Like he has nothing now. Like he's just there. I'm just like, okay. But anyway, that's a whole topic for another day.
Oh, you did a good job.
But I love him in the show.
Let's go!
But I love him in the show because he's actually a character developing, and he's given the time to develop.
Yeah.
And even when he makes mistakes, you see it from his point of view. That's good writing. It's not just a one-sided argument like every other CW superhero show tends to do. I love it.
Is Superman and Lois even CW anymore?
I guess not, because they're funded by Max, sort of.
But it's still
on the CW.
It's in
platform.
the CW universe, but like.
But it's also on the CW platform too, so I guess.
Being honest, it's still CW.
But like, it's the only one that doesn't act like the other ones.
Just because it's from the brand doesn't mean it's like the rest. It's just
Like, I'm sorry, but it's like.
But like, if you're so used to all of the other shows having similar formulas, you would assume that anything else would.
I will not accept the fact that Legends Season 4 is in the same universe as Superman and Lois. No.
Like, I mean,
they time travel, so there you go.
I guess you can make the argument that
you know, I'm gonna go on a rant.
You
So talk about Legends
you
Season 4.
you can make the argument that Superman and Lois takes place 14 plus years before, like after all those shows are done.
Yeah, true.
Because like they were like one of them was babies originally, and then they got rebooted, and they're like still babies. I think at the end of not Elseworlds, Crisis on Infinite Earths. So like by that point, this is like several years in the future.
You're right.
Plus,
So
he looked younger in that show.
Exactly. So you could make the argument this is just them years later, but they kind of confirmed in the show that this is another Earth. So.
But John Diggle just shows up.
But it's just a different John Diggle,
sure.
I guess.
Don't worry about it.
Right? Like, it's just,
no, win a ring at.
Don't worry about it.
Right? Like, I would accept John Diggle in that universe to have a Green Lantern.
I ain't gonna lie, the fact that John has never gotten a Green Lantern ring is nothing short of a freaking travesty.
Yes. But anyway, back to the show though.
You were about to go on a rant.
Back to the show.
It's probably.
It's just.
Oh my God! I wish I would.
I want to hear your thoughts because we've been talking. I want to hear your
thoughts. It's probably that meme where like you ever seen them. You know when you have like a light bulb and it's like different colors.
Yes.
Somebody said to me, it was like when John Diggle looked in the box. Said, "What am I supposed to be looking at? Just a green light. Like it ain't no ring."
Oh my gosh. So. But anyway, what were your thoughts of the episode?
I thought it was great. I didn't talk much. I didn't talk the second half, but I thought it was great. I didn't know who was gonna be in that damn robot suit.
I had a feeling.
All my money was on Zod.
I thought it was Zod because it said Neil at the end of the season, so I thought it was Zod. But then when he sent the beacon, and literally like 2 scenes later, it shows up, I assumed it was Supergirl because. How else would it have known? Now, granted, it could have been sent to a random Kryptonian ship or something. Maybe she's captured and he was running the show. Maybe. But, like, there's no way. That was just too on the nose. I assumed it was Supergirl.
They made it pretty clear.
But, like, I love how they portrayed it this way. Like, I really liked it. Like, it felt like it was the same type of Supergirl that I've seen in everything else. But obviously, the plot twist of her being evil was, like, the biggest thing. But, like, it still felt like Supergirl to me. Like, I didn't feel like this was, like, how the CW did it, where she was just, like, a female version of Clark. Like, that's kind of how I felt Supergirl in that show was. I didn't hate it, though.
She was never going to go to edgy route.
True,
anyway.
but I didn't hate it, though. I actually was fine with it. It's just, when you saw them both together, they acted way too similar.
Yeah.
That's just how it felt.
She's gonna get inspired by that nigga. So
sure,
we respect him.
Sure,
that's kind of like Dick Grayson. Sure. Like he don't become as dark as Batman, but he's inspired by Batman.
Sure. So that's why I wasn't like upset with it. I was okay with it. But also, granted, that's like one of the few times we've seen them both together. So that's also why I was okay with the two.
We take what we can get, my nigga.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
Yes. But
casually remembering what happened to poor Batgirl. Anyway.
but anyway, I loved this episode. Now, okay,
legit.
So the whole Lois thing. So Lois in this, like, again, everybody was talking about how they didn't like how Lois jumped off the building. Granted, I agree, but
she literally does that in the second Reeves movie.
In the second Reeves movie, but that doesn't mean it's not toxic though. But it's just.
But I'm gonna be honest.
It's stupid.
It's in her character to do that. It's just.
It's Lois though.
Maybe Lois is just toxic.
But like I think I was
every Lois.
But I think I was okay with it more in Superman and Lois because like in that she didn't have any feelings towards Superman at all. Like she was
trying to get the story.
She was trying to get the story, but she was into Clark because Clark was there for her.
Right.
When she was trying to get her Pulitzer.
In this case,
it's like she likes Clark because she still liked Clark in this show.
Mm-hmm.
She was just trying to get the story same way. The difference is that she took it too far to an extreme, which I think fits for this version of her character. But in this season, I felt like Lois has been like dumping all of her problems on Clark and Jimmy. I feel with her dad, with the whole her being distant, focusing on the job,
but like,
and then now finding out she has another job. I just feel like she's kind of like pushing her feelings to the side, focusing on the job, but also not talking to her boyfriend.
But like, the cards on the table, like realistically, like I feel like we get that.
Yeah, I do.
Like,
I
and also
think,
like
I just think
she's overthinking the shit out of this right now.
Like I think her problem is that her communication.
She's like, there's a million better people for you. Like I've heard that before.
And that was the same thing she said in last season in episode 7 when Mr. Mxyzptlk shows up. And she goes to the other multiverses of Lois's, and she's like, "Look at how great all of them are, and I'm just here." Like, and it made me feel for her character a lot.
It's okay. This is the early years.
Because
you're
you're not, but also you're not them. You're your own character. Now, granted, I do love all of the other Loises. I will always have a thing for the '90s Lois. That was always my favorite from the animated series, and now Bitsy Tulloch's version. But I loved Lois in that show, and we did see her in that episode. They showed like her statue in that, but I'm okay with it because I like how realistic it is. Because like in a multiverse where all of y'all are different, and even the smallest changes can mean different outcomes, y'all are not all the same. Like Clark in this is nowhere near the same as the one from the '90s show, the Justice League universe version.
Where he's like more stoic.
Where he's more stoic. He's more
something like that.
Yeah, like he's
but
more.
He plays it off in human form.
Exactly. But like in this, he's more unsure of himself. Which is more realistic, I feel. Which I like.
For this time as Superman's life,
I really like it. Like, because it would make sense if you're like a person from two worlds. Like, I know a lot of people don't like the that one Superman comic. It was called Man of Steel something. Where people didn't like it because they focused more on his human aspect and kind of just ignored his Kryptonian side.
Right.
To the point where it's like, I get it. I get the point because he's supposed to be a bridge between the two.
Right.
But
you're gonna be a bridge between.
No, granted. I feel like Man of Steel did it a bit too philosophically, in the sense of like you can save them. Like you can save all of them, and then they have the whole babies in the ship and all that shit. I wasn't a fan of that.
As someone who really liked Man of Steel, as someone who actually liked it, that they pushed that a little too much.
I felt like the philosophical side of his Kryptonian
when the
side.
guy was created by two Jewish people, and that's been a thing for years.
Yeah, and
what
granted,
are people expecting?
And
the
granted,
first episode of Smallville, my nigga is on the cross with an S on his chest.
Yes.
So stop.
Yes.
I hate when people make it seem like Man is Steel. No, this has been a thing forever.
I think it's just
the character
because
has always been Jesus. He was.
My problem is I just don't like.
He was like starting in the '70s, bro was Jesus.
Yeah.
Shit,
but like I get it because like that was around the time where he who must not be named, probably for YouTube purposes, was in power.
Oh.
Yes.
Did you say off screen?
You know who I'm talking about. The leader of the Nazis.
Oh.
I feel like we just,
I can't say
did
that.
we just get demonetized?
No, I don't want to say too loud. But you get
forgot
what
the guy's name, but he was based on
I was about to say, wait, you forgot his name?
I forgot his name. He was based on
Who is funny?
I forgot the guy's name.
Who was the character you talking about?
I'll say it off screen when I figure it out.
Okay.
I bet.
But yeah, like I get the whole Jesus thing. I felt like in Man of Steel or in the Zack Snyder stuff, I felt like he pushed it too much. I think that's the only problem. Yes, you are right. It has been pushed in other things.
You remember in Smallville where that dude was obsessed with Kryptonians, where he captured Clark and he chained him up. I think he chained him in the church. I forgot what season it was, but he was obsessed with
I only
Kryptonians.
remember the one guy who was obsessed with Kryptonians and kidnapped a Kandorian, and that was in season 9 of the show. When Zod was
But
trying
one
to
of the
find his
seasons,
people.
some dude captured him in a church, and he had him chained up to these like Kryptonian bracelets or whatever.
Or kryptonite bracelets.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
I have to remember which season it was. There's so many episodes of the show.
but what was another one? The Reeves movies don't even hide it.
No, not at all.
So,
which I think makes sense. Like it's.
Alright.
But like I do
especially because the whole like all white is supposed to be like heaven. So
sure. But like my thing is, I don't mind when they want to push the more philosophical, religious aspects of Superman. Because yes, you are right. He's created by 2 Jewish immigrants during the worst time it was to be.
They said that's all the hope they had.
Exactly. So that is why Superman emphasizes hope. But he doesn't just do it for a specific subsection of people. He does it for everybody, which is why I appreciate his character. But I really like in this, he feels more like just a regular dude who just happened to have the powers of Superman and just wants to do the best he can to help everyone. That's the most Superman thing you could do for me. I'm okay with that. But
what else did you like about the episode?
I really liked the Jimmy Kara dynamic. I thought that was pretty funny.
Jimmy is going to save the whole
I
world
know he
in a
is.
minute.
Because like there is a scene where they actually wear spacesuits. And I assume that means they go out in space.
Well, they have to, right?
Yeah, to somehow save Clark. How the hell they're gonna find him out there?
They'll figure it out.
I guess
the plot will kick in eventually.
Yes, I guess. But like, but I bet you that's how Jimmy's gonna blow all his money. First for the spacesuits and 2 for the ship to get them there.
Ain't no way.
He's gonna blow. He only had $2 million left.
I ain't gonna lie. He a grade A simp, but you know what? He gonna save the world.
Like, granted, I'm okay with it because like
I feel like the comment section might come after me for calling Jimmy a simp. I ain't gonna lie.
But like, we can be honest. Clark's a simp for Lois.
Well, yeah.
That's true.
Well, that was a given.
Yeah.
That was a given.
But then again, you can't blame him. Lois is great. But like, my thing is that I really liked the Jimmy Carr dynamic because, like I said, I've said it plenty of times. Jimmy is a character who is not given much to work with.
True. So when he's given something,
it's great, especially if it's written well. And I've said it plenty of times. As someone who was not a fan, they blackwashed Jimmy in the show, and that's just because he's a ginger, and it's kind of been a thing where it seems like ginger characters are being replaced with black people.
You don't like black folks?
Don't even start. I'm just saying.
Now I'm not allowed to comment.
No, I'm just saying.
I'll say other than that show, that's the only Jimmy I like.
Fair, but like we're not gonna ignore Jimmy from Supergirl, who wasn't even Jimmy. If we're gonna be honest,
yeah, he's Jimmy by name.
Wynn was more Jimmy than Jimmy was. Like that's an honest opinion. You can be mad at me for it, but you know I'm right. You know I'm right.
Hey, look, he's going on a rant again.
You know I'm
He's
right.
going back on his rant.
I'm sorry. You know I'm right. Like I just feel like I don't know. It's just
I'm gonna be honest. Jimmy as a character is just there. I'm gonna be honest.
But like the thing is, he's like Superman's best friend.
But every media he shows up and he never.
He don't do shit.
Exactly.
He don't do shit.
He doesn't get anything, and I feel like the only
Killed him
times
off in Smallville like he was a piece of shit.
And then they replaced him with his twin brother. Literally.
Oh,
with his
God,
twin
they
actor
did.
brother. Yes.
Who
plays Iceman in X-Men.
Who showed up before Jimmy and who stole Clark's powers at one point.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about that. That was in season 1, I think.
But I'm gonna be honest, bro.
I forgot about that.
I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't even tell who played who.
Right.
Because they're literally twins.
Yeah. So it's just like, well, okay. My thing is, Jimmy is a character because, like, if we're talking about like, I feel like in general, a lot of people don't know Clark's supporting cast.
That's who he is. Yeah.
And it's just mostly due to the fact that Superman lately hasn't been given much content about him.
Right.
Like Superman and Lois in and of itself has given Superman more of a supporting cast than anything outside of Smallville. Like I feel like that's outside of Smallville, they've not given Superman any other supporting cast except Lois.
Right.
Maybe Perry. Maybe.
Also, can we talk about the fact that at the beginning of this episode, I know so much happened in this episode, but Perry was like, you know,
I loved Perry.
Perry was thinking about retirement.
Yeah, but I like this show.
He's like, if I need to listen to Cat Yap for one more second.
Like, I love this show because they give all of the characters such great personalities.
Yeah.
And they fit for this show. And even if they make it more exaggerated, it's still believable. Like, I believed Cat Grant was like that, trying to...
She's just about
I'm going
that.
to a fashion event, and Superman is going to be there.
Oh my God.
Yes, I want this story. It's like, and then, yes, I'm gonna say it was so random to put Silver St. Cloud in this show.
No, that was so weird.
Because, like, Silver St. Cloud has only been in, like, the comics and in Gotham. That was it. She's probably in the Batman animated series, maybe. If I'm correct. Probably.
Hold up.
But like, other
Wait,
than that,
wait,
I don't
wait.
think she's in a lot of
Is
stuff.
Silver St. Cloud in Batman the Animated Series?
Everybody shows up in that show.
I wouldn't even be
At
surprised.
all the Batman shows, everybody.
She does briefly appear.
Okay.
Very brief. It's like one episode for 30 seconds.
Okay, that's fair. But like Silver St. Cloud, I only know of her from the Gotham show.
Yeah.
And she was Galavan's like protege or whatever. What was the other girl's name? Tigress, the black girl with like, the whip.
I know who that is. Yeah.
You know that one character
Who trained Catwoman?
Yeah.
I loved her character by the way.
Her and Barbara had
Yes.
such a...
I loved her character, and her dynamic with Barbara was probably the greatest thing about them.
Hold on, if we talk about Gotham for too long, I'm just gonna start yapping about Jerome, so we need to like...
but like, anyway, that was the only like time I ever saw her character. And I enjoyed her character because she was like really interesting. Like she was a character with nuance, personality, clearly pushed by her like devotion to Galavan.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she wasn't heartless either. Like she felt for Bruce in the end.
Oh yeah.
It's just like she was too manipulated by Galavan too late to see the truth, really. But like, I don't know, like, it was so interesting to see her here.
It's just such a random inclusion.
And she looked great. I don't know what it is with this show. They designed majority of the female characters to look good in this. Cause like, she had like tone in her arms. Like her arm tone was great. And she made that shit look good. And her outfit, perfect. And obviously the silver hair, you can't have her have silver hair. But like, it's in her name. But it's just like, it was just so random. That's just a random character to put in this show. Now, also I was right that was Hank Henshaw.
Hey.
I was right.
Don't like that.
But I was right that was Hank Henshaw. Because I told you it was. Because they didn't say his last name. Because that's what they did with Lex. They didn't say his last name. They just called him by his first name. But that was a given, really.
Well, I mean, Lex.
That was...
Lex.
They called him Alex, though. Because his name is
Alex.
Alexander Luthor.
Yeah, that's the son.
But like,
is it his kid?
Yeah.
Thank
I
God.
think so.
Thank God.
But like, I'm pretty sure this is Lex, though. I'm pretty sure this is.
But if it's
because like his dad is what, Lionel Luthor, and then like Lex is Alexander Lex Luthor. Or something.
Listen,
no, I don't know.
Just as long as
Lex
I don't...
Alexander Luthor is the son of Lex, the original.
Okay, so Alex is his middle name.
No, I'm saying Lex Alexander Luthor is the son of Lex Luthor. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like his middle name is Alexander, though, right?
What? What do you mean?
Like Lex Alexander Luthor.
Yeah.
Like Alexander.
Like the Lex Luthor we know,
Yeah.
his son is like Alexander in middle name.
Okay,
He just named his son after him.
Okay.
Which, I'm gonna be honest, that's some slimy
He's egotistical. This is Lex Luthor talking about.
Anyone who has like the second or like the third, fourth...
I remember my dad telling me we was gonna name you after you. I was like, I want to be your. You look like you a mom, bro.
I'm good.
I ain't gonna lie, if I was Matthew Brown the second, I don't know if I'd be able to deal with it.
Exactly.
Imagine every time you come in a room, they call you by your name. No, the
James.
second. I'm like,
You
oh.
know, this is a random ass fun fact. You know, it's so funny. My great grandfather, he had a J to start his name. My grandfather was John. And then we had Matt, and then it was back to the J's. Like, I don't know what.
They just took a break from
It was a very, well, I mean, there was like 4 kids there. So, like,
Okay,
but it's still weird.
That's
None of them had J's.
But anyway, this episode is probably the best in this whole season so far. I would say my top 3 favorites have been the first episode of this season, episode 4, and now this one.
Episode 4 was really good.
Yes, this whole season Like, I'm so glad this show got a third season. Thank
Genuine,
God.
genuine.
Because I was going to be so mad if they canceled this.
We need Superman content.
Yes! I've said it for years. Superman, I get it. Like, everybody's like, okay, Superman's boring. He's too overpowered. Fuck you. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Fuck you.
The attack.
I'm sorry. Like, you can have that opinion, and I totally respect it.
You're about to say some opinions can be wrong, aren't
But
you?
not really. But there is more than one way to tell a story for a character that is not focused on their superpowers. For example, Superman versus the Elite. If you've not seen that movie, you should watch it. It is so good.
I've never seen it.
And it's like, you have not seen it? That is a movie we need to watch.
Ooh.
Superman versus the Elite. He has not seen it.
I've not seen it.
That is a movie you need to watch.
I
We
guess.
need to watch
We
that.
don't know
I
some
suppose
people
that's the
over
movie
there.
I need to watch.
They from British, bro. We American.
But
Oh, hell no!
but
I apologize to any Brits out there.
We just joking.
Those jokes. But what's his name? Have you seen Supergirl season 4?
Yes.
Manchester Black. Do you remember that?
That was great.
He is the main villain in
Really?
Superman versus the Elite.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And he actually has superpowers.
Interesting.
It's just in the show they couldn't do that because his powers are
Every time
somewhat similar to John Jones a little bit.
Every time I think about Supergirl season 4, I just think about the My Way scene flexing.
Yeah.
Sam Witwer was
Oh
amazing.
yeah, I loved him as Agent Liberty. I believe is his
Is that a
character.
character from the comics?
I have no idea, honestly.
That'd be.
Like, I think it's just like one of those obscure characters, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I think it was actually he was
villain, anti-villain, anti-hero-ish.
in the comics. I think I'm not gonna say I know it, but it's not coming to me right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
but anyway, I want us to watch more stuff. Anyway, this whole episode was so good. Like,
Right.
this was really
It was.
good.
It was.
This was worth the wait for a week. I wanted it all, and I got it all, and I love it. It is so good. I can't wait to watch more content.
Hell yeah.
I hope y'all enjoyed. You got to come back for next week.
I'll
We
be
need
back,
to see how
I'll be
this
back.
goes. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode reaction to My Adventures with Superman Season 2, Episode 5. If you guys did, let us know in the comments down below what your favorite part of this episode was. Curious to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Hit the subscribe button to be part of the community. And hit bell notifications so you guys know when we shall post next. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace.